and always promote the state of Iowa. I'm always passionate about that. I love doing it. And the people, we get so many people show up at our track that we make happy. There's a lot of people that when they leave the Iowa Speedway, they're always smiling and happy, and it makes me feel good. We have yet to really deal with a lot of negative things. In our first couple of years of operation we did, the parking and stuff like that, and normally the growing pains, but that's kind of went away, and it's fun coming up here because the atmosphere is always so electric and everybody's so happy. And I hope we can keep that going, and we're going to work really, really hard to get a NASCAR Cup race. The nice thing is that all the drivers are wonderful. We saw last weekend our past champion, Brad Keselowski, said, I wish we quit going to racetracks for the second time and started going to some really cool racetracks like the Iowa Speedway. So there's a lot of drivers putting a lot of good words in for us to get a Cup date here. And we're going to stay pounding the pavement and trying to get one.
How realistic is that, Rusty, to get a Cup race here within 3 to 5 years?
I think that's very realistic. I'd be disappointed if that didn't happen. So I would say there's not a day goes by that we don't actively work on that. It's a real tough deal because everybody knows that NASCAR's made a major announcement many years ago. It said we're only going to go 36 races. So if there's going to be an additional race, somebody's got to get one from some other racetrack. And so we're constantly working with other racetracks. They got multiple events and trying to put a program together to get one of the events over here at Iowa Speedway.
What kind of momentum does that give you when you get that kind of endorsement from a guy like Keselowski?
It's good momentum, but I will tell you, we've got a lot of that. I mean, Dale Earnhardt Jr. loves coming here. Tony Stewart loves coming here. All the Richard Childress Racing Team guys love coming here. All the folks from in the Nationwide Series, almost everybody loves coming here. Obviously, two-time champion Ricky Stenhouse loves coming here. He wins every time he comes here. So I will tell you, I will put my name out there and say there's more people, more drivers in total that all race NASCAR that want to come here more than they want to come probably anywhere else. They all love Daytona, and then after that, they all got their favorite tracks they pick and choose. But I don't know of anybody that does not like Iowa Speedway.
What do you think about it?
I think it's because if it's a smaller racetrack. Everybody cuts their teeth on the smaller style racetracks. And Iowa's the only 7/8 mile track in the entire world. It's 7/8. There's a 3/4 at Richmond, Virginia. There's a 1 mile at Dover, Delaware. But this is still considered a big short track. And a lot of these guys have cut their teeth on the short tracks to learn and get going. And they're real passionate about it. They like this style of track.
Given what happened at Daytona and safety issues coming to the fore, what sort of safety concerns do you have?
Every time there's something that happens, whether it's good or bad, it spurs some type of conversation. Now, with this car, the car itself, the front frame section came off the car. So NASCAR now is really focusing on that car, what caused that car to fail. And then and to get parts through the grandstands. Thank God the fence did its job. The fence kept the car on the track. The fence kept the engine. It dropped it right at the base of the fence. But there was shrapnel flew through the fence, and that tire went over. So now NASCAR's wide open in a big investigation to find out how they can make that better and how they can never have a car like that fail. And the frame section of that car was a little bit different than most cars. So they're going to go back and study that car itself, and they'll probably come out with some rules shortly.
Since you're going to be jumping back and forth, from Iowa